18% gray and our black and super black from this spider cube, which is acting as our reference. And then we can use the graticule displays within the waveform monitor, 2 in this case, or S-Log3, or whatever your camera raw content is, to the specific levels for white at 2.3 stops and 0 for 18% gray. So we can make sure you have the correct levels, so that next when we come in to convert that to HDR, for instance in Dolby 2084 PQ curve, we can then set up different levels. And what we need to do here is make adjustments of those levels so that we can bring it in to the suitable range that's required in this particular case. So now we need to get closer to 51% for white and 36% for our mid-gray in order to use the PQ 2084 curve. So this is what we have within the HDR configurations for the prod option as part of the WFM 8300, and along with other particular features that you can use that relate to HDR is the Luma qualified vector. So in here I've set up the Luma qualified vector to only show us the highlights. The specular highlights in the picture need to be ensured to be correctly balanced, and so by filtering out the difference between the Luma qualified vector and everything, we can selectively just monitor the individual components. So let's take a look at that with a wide clip, and here is the difference. Everything non-qualified to our Luma qualified vector, which is just looking at the highlights, helps us to isolate those specific pieces of color and ensure we got